The history to me of the Nordecke is a loose collection of all of these different supporter groups who all had a similar passion for the team.
Progression from just a group of passionate people to an organized group happened gradually.
You can look all the way back to 1996. First game I was there with my father at the Shoe, and we're watching these players, it's professional players, and it was incredible that we were the first charter team.
My first memory of the Crew is just hearing that they were coming to town.
Major League Soccer announced that Columbus would be home to one of the 10 inaugural teams.
The next step, the big year, was 1999, the first soccer-specific stadium in the United States.
At noon today, groundbreaking for the new Columbus Crew Stadium will take place.
You looked around and you thought, this is where it all starts. And it was really cool to be a part of that.
And the first time we went, my daughter saw Frankie Hayduck walk out in the field and she said, I like him. She liked his hair, she liked the way he looked, and went from a 5-game pass to a 10-game pass to season tickets in 2008, which was the perfect year to do that.
Still on goal, look at that pass! Hayduck! Goal! Columbus!
At that point, we're gaining serious silverware. It's the first time we won the double, MLS Cup, as well as the Shield. 2008 also was the time that the Nordecke was formed.
There was once a north end of the stadium, and it was where various supporter groups of that era stood.
Hudson Street Hooligans, Murders Road, JCG Bag, Crew Union, Yellow Nation Army, Gate 5 Collective. You went from this very disparate group of people that were really passionate about a club to gradually creating more and more of a community.
We see the same groups of people over and over, year after year. It's easy to just kind of meld it all into one beautiful melting pot.
And it kind of coincided with the emergence of Toronto FC. That wasn't their first season, but it was the first game of the year, and there was all of this talk on Big Soccer and various other social media places of the era.
There was this rumor that they were going to bus in, hundreds of people, and they were just going to take over our stadium, and they were going to
out-chant us and bravado us. And we kind of took that as a challenge.
The various supporters groups that had been separate up until this point really looked at that and thought, no, that's not going to be what happens. And so they all started to come together and come up with a plan, and that's really where the Nordecke came around.
The pages of history tell the story of that game. We did just fine.
There was drums, and there was smoke, and there were capos, and there was chants, and there was organized things.
We're rowdy. I think we're a pretty intimidating force. I've been fortunate enough to go to a couple other away games, and I feel like the Nordecke is a larger supporter section than some of the other places that I've visited.
And all of that really came about and into fruition in an organized way for the first time in response to that. And that hadn't happened in U.S. soccer before. That was a first.
Columbus Crew SC is one of the original franchises of Major League Soccer, but the team's future here in Columbus now stands in jeopardy.
Today's news stands as a shot to the team's most loyal supporters.
From my perspective, it feels like this was the plan all along, and they've been trying to just kind of drag it along, so then you can blame it on the fans, and then when you leave town, you can say, our hands were tied, it's the fans' fault, when really the fans have been here all along. You're just not doing anything to cater to us.
I think up until 2017, we had some slower years in terms of performance, but I think the Save the Crew movement really pushed all ideologies into one.
You can call us whatever you want. So you can call us Cowtown, you can call us small market, you can call us flyover country, but you know what you cannot call us? You cannot call us fans of a team that doesn't exist.
People have looked into it. It's never happened before that a city and fans have saved a club from relocation.
Obviously started with the fans, but very, very quickly it became much bigger than that.
If the world wouldn't have listened, then no one would have cared without what you guys did. So we know that, we really appreciate it, and I just want to say thank you when we're down here on the pitch.
I think the first home game after the new ownership group was announced was probably my favorite moment.
Watching us play, and we score, and everybody is waving these flags, and in that moment there was just this kind of sense of okay, this is what it's about.
I want every opponent to come in our stadium and respect our history. We are the first chartered club. We do have the first soccer-specific stadium. We've won trophies. And we just saved the team. We have power that no other club has.
To go from a position of feeling like there was this existential dread, to go from that to a place where we're looking at an incredible new stadium, we're looking at an amazing team that's winning.
It is a really exciting time to be a fan right now. I think Porter's done a great job bringing a really competitive team to the field. That, coupled with this local ownership group of the Edwards families and the Haslams, and that we're building a brand new stadium downtown, is so exciting.
I mean, if you've driven on 670 ever in your life, you've seen that plot of land, and haven't you dreamed about what would go there?
It's our goal to leave the Nordecke at a better spot than when we entered. And I think, expanding the section to that whole side in the new Crew Stadium is beyond our dreams, and it's something we've really fought hard for.
It's like everything that you want as a fan, we're getting.
With the new downtown stadium, there's going to be a lot more people involved. And having a lot more people means a lot more opportunities for us in the community.
And what we're doing now is we're taking that community and we're building an even bigger one and an even better one that's able to reach more people, to embrace more people.
The Nordecke moving forward is becoming less of a physical element, as in less than just that north corner, and more of an identity. We want people to have this family mindset, this family identity, that we're all in this together, and we've all helped, create something that's beautiful.
The next, 25 years of Columbus soccer and Crew soccer is going to be something that certainly hasn't ever been seen in Ohio sports, but I don't think will have been seen in Major League Soccer in the United States before.
Columbus! 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 We love you! Look at that! Beautiful there! This is beautiful!
If you want to be a part of the Nordecke, you already are. And you don't have to stand in the Nordecke to be in the Nordecke. It's both a place and a state of mind. It's something that's hard to describe, but once you're a part of it, you know it, and there's no leaving it.